Alright, now we're live. I think people can hear us.
Yo. What's up? It is the number one podcast that is releasing their first official episode. And the reason why I say number one podcast is because, most podcasts, when you think of the name podcast, you might think of something negative. So, we turn our negatives into positives, baby. And those positives turn into gold, baby. Because it's like purple rain. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Devin Kilo, with your boy, Ray Nakai. And we here. We want to get some stuff off our chest. Alright, so first thing that Mr. Kilo, Mr. Cool Kid of the Captains, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Captain of the Cool Kids, whatever you want to call me. What I want to get off my chest is I'm tired of the drama in call. I'm tired of the politics in call. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started this just for fun, chilling with a couple of friends who was up to no good. Thought to make each other in my neighborhood. Now I'm kidding. But like, for real, I started this just to have fun, And it's starting to feel not fun anymore. Because now, it's starting to get to the point to where now you gotta try to choose friends because one friend doesn't like the other friend. So now they want to try to pull you in multiple different directions and be like, oh, you should be close with me, or you should be close with me, and it's just annoying. I'm tired of stuff like that, bro. It's like, bro, we're grown men. This ain't kindergarten, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't kindergarten in a little sandbox. This ain't that stuff no more. We are grown men. I am 32 years old. So I don't really feel like, choosing sides and all this whatnot. Because, it don't matter, bro. Just let it all be about talk, bro. Because I just care about having fun doing shows, you know what I'm saying? And we have a great show. That's another reason why, when it comes to, everybody else will be talking about, you need to do more. I am doing more. I'm doing a lot for my show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not doing anything, elsewhere. But that's because recently there was some controversial stuff that happened in my family. So I'm not going to get into those details at all. You know what I'm saying? But, so I'm busy, bro. I'm trying to cope with that crap. I'm trying to stay, strong for my family. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, I'm just sitting here sipping on some, get over here. Cream soda, baby. Ooh, AW cream soda. One of the best drinks in the whole wide world.
Yep.
Not sponsored, but, if you want to sponsor me. But yeah, we're just sitting here mobbing, thought, hey, why don't we do a podcast? So, yeah. So what you want to say? What you want to talk about, my boy?
Well, one thing for sure is I'm tired of all the bullshit. And I honestly don't know if I want to keep doing this e-fed and stuff anymore. It's starting to become crazy to me, and I'm getting a little frustrated with e-fedding now, with all the drama stuff, and people call me racist and stuff like that, when I'm not a racist. My family is
you being racist.
Native American.
We all know.
I'm 50% Native. I have Irish in me too. But my mother and on my mom's side, Native. On my father's side, Native. I have a great grandfather that is pure Native American Cherokee.
And another thing. So, I hear you have a best friend,
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about your best friend. You know, what's his nationality? Is he awesome? Is he cool? Yeah.
And with this bicker and backering because I have a Sailor Moon.
Yeah, you have a Sailor Moon show. It's crazy because people want to sit there and claim like they own stuff. Like, I don't see how you can own Sailor Moon when it's an anime, dog. Like, it's an anime. That's like me deciding, you know what, I'm going to build a Dragon Ball Z show. Oh, you can't copy me because I do a Dragon Ball Z show. Like, bro, it's all a love for anime. That's all this buckle downs to. We all love anime, so we're all gonna do stuff to interpret our love for anime. Like, case in point, my newest attire that I'm gonna be working on, well, not newest attire, my newest street jacket when I, am in my, like, casual gear, as some people call it, but street gear, as, us old heads call it.
Yeah.
I will have a jacket that's based off of Attack on Titan because I like anime and I like that anime. And I saw the logo, and I'm gonna download that logo and put it on my jacket because I love Attack on Titan. It's pretty dope anime. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. But yeah. Man, this is some good cream soda.
Chase, it'll come out soon. I'm working on it and stuff.
What?
Oh, Chase was asking about the show coming out.
Oh, Chase Brooks is watching us?
Yeah, Chase Brooks is watching us.
What up, Chase? How you doing? I can't see nothing, so I'm just talking. I think I'm not watching it on YouTube while we're recording it, so I can't really see. So did he say anything back?
He's like, take your time. I will.
Yeah.
We're just doing a podcast basically to get a show where, like, also talking about what we're gonna be doing with the show and stuff.
Now, I kind of want this podcast to not just be about Carl as a whole. I kind of want to talk a little bit about certain thing that recently happened, and that is WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, how did you feel about WrestleMania? What did you hate? What did you like? What did you not like? What did you, yeah.
About WWE's WrestleMania. I don't know how to basically put it.
You didn't like it?
It was okay.
Alright, so what did you like about it?
I'll come back to you on that one.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what I liked about it. I like that Jey Uso is our World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to him. Eat. You know what I'm saying? And also like that my boy Jacob Fatu is our United States Champion. And now, recently, real recently, I heard my girl Zelina Vega finally got a title. Congratulations to Zelina Vega. And if Zelina Vega's watching,
yeah,
doing. All right. Now back to the live. Cause you know I know I'm making a fool of myself on live, but you know I don't care. The boy has no filter. I just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do when I do it to you.
Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm saying? I'm
do
just
what we
saying
want
crazy
to do.
stuff.
We don't have no filter on this show. We basically...
We have no filter. We just say what we say, sir.
Yeah.
So
And
have a good day.
if a tranny little girl wants to cry about it, go cry.
dang.
Go
Oh,
cry me a fucking river.
This cream soda's good. Now, another thing about Mania that I didn't like. I didn't like how John Cena's match ended. I wanted John Cena to win, so I'm glad he won. But I didn't like how it ended. I didn't like that Rhea Ripley was added to that match that she was added to, but I mean,
That should not have happened.
I'm just glad that she lost. I'm glad that she lost. I am so happy that Charlotte Flair lost. Thank God. Because Charlotte Flair was not needed there. I know how much I don't like Charlotte Flair, if you truly know me. And, yeah. Your boy Devin Kilowa is here, you know, to spit some facts, you know, spit some free, you know what I'm saying, to do what I do, because you know I'm clean, you know what I'm saying? Another thing I gotta say is, you know, I've made a lot of friends, and I've also made a couple of enemies. And to my enemies, I ain't got no problem with y'all niggas. That's the thing. So technically, I don't have enemies because y'all not even on my mind, bro. So if you looked at me as an enemy, I don't care about you, bro. You're not even worth my time, bro. I'm just sitting here sipping on my cream soda, just having some fun, bro. Just talking my stuff, bro. Because that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm just sitting here having fun. While you got your panties in a bunch because you all worrying about, oh, I hope he don't mention my name. I hope he don't say my name. Because if he says my name, I'm gonna retort back. Retort back. I don't care. Because then after that, I'm not gonna follow back because I don't care. So yes, I'm here to just say what I gotta say right now. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna say whatever I want to say right now. But then after that, that's where it ends. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I say that this podcast is different than most podcasts. Because then they follow back up with another one where there's more talking about negativity. This episode 1 will be talking about a little bit of things that are negative, but not really that much. Because I could care less about these negative bastards. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know the catchphrase, bye-bye bastard, that I say every show. The reason why I say bye-bye bastard is because there's a lot of bastards out here that be trying to run their mouth. And when they run their mouths, they be thinking that they are top priority in people's lives when they really not. And they want us to sit there and say that they stay rent-free in my head. They're not rent-free in my head. On the contrary, what they are little pissants. This cream soda's good. Oh my God. Now, another thing I want to talk about, because I saw a little somebody say something. So I know somebody watching. So how you doing, Mr. Nick Kaiken? I saw you popping up. I saw you saying something, so I know you watching something. So I know you watching us. So how you doing, bro? Like, what you talking about? Like what's going on in your mind, bro? Cause I know you got something to say too. So you can hop in and join the live if you want. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you might have some stuff to say too. So like, you can add him into the party if you want to. What'd he say?
Alright, I'll add him.
Alright.
Probably gonna kick us out this chat. Yep.
Oh, I was gonna kick himself out of this chat. And, oh, no,
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 he didn't kick
no,
himself.
no.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Alright.
Now we'll just wait for him to pop up.
Man, it's some good cream soda, bro. That's all I gotta say. Now, this is open to the public. So anybody and a mama wanna hop up in here, like, you know, I'm gonna just say a couple of names because I'm tired of beef. So I'm here to squash the beef.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? So if Bree George wanna come in here and, you know, party and kick it with us, she can come in here and kick it with us. If freaking Nick Kaiken, who just hopped in here, if you want to come in here and kick it with us, he can kick it with us. If Jacob Schwarber want to come up in here and he want to kick it with us, he can kick it with us. I have no problem with nobody. John, if you want to come in here, you can kick it with us. I have no problem with nobody. I am a free-spirited. I am cool. I don't got no problem with nobody.
Unless you're sucking Deshaun Walton's dick, which apparently John's been doing.
Whoa. Keep it PG. No, I'm just kidding. We're unfiltered, so. But yeah, I just want to say though, we just here to make love, not war, you know what I'm saying? But not love like that, because, you know, we don't roll that way. But I'm here to just say, we here to bring peace and positivity to Carl, bro. I mean, it's like we the New Day. I'm Big E. You got Big E, Big D. That's my name, Debbie B. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I'm saying. Though. I'm saying, like, we here to just elevate Carl as a whole. We don't need the drama-ish, you know what I'm saying? We're not here to start beef. We're not here to start drama, you know what I'm saying? We just here to elevate Carl as a whole.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why with most podcasts, I don't like to watch them because they always have negativity.
Well, there wouldn't be negativity if there wasn't negativity being spread. Bottom line.
But the case of point, it takes two to tango. So
Yep.
I say that you can't just sit there and say, oh, I'm doing right because somebody's saying stuff. You're saying stuff too, or you're doing stuff too. Like, it can't just be like, oh, you know what? I'm not doing, like, literally. So you're telling me that, say me and Ray don't like each other. Say Ray gets on my nerves. He calls me out my name. He calls me. Case in point, we're gonna use the evidence that people said that he said the word nigga. We're gonna say he said the hard. We're gonna say he said the hard R version. So he said that, right? Even though we know he didn't. But let's say he said that. So he says that. And I'm not saying nothing. What does that do? It just make him look foolish, right? Exactly. Because he just sat there and said all that stuff, right? But there's no audience for him. It's just him. Yeah, there's people who are viewing this stuff, but if you, the person who it's targeted to about, isn't saying anything or isn't replying, then it's going on deaf ears. So there is no drama, there's no beef, there's no war, there's no nothing. See, so I missed the positive, because I ain't finna start no drama. That's why I said, if y'all want to come out in here and hang with us, y'all can. And this cream soda is so delicious.
I'm just now looking at the chat, Devin, and I see a very interesting name in the chat.
Who you see?
Respect the cheese.
Yeah.
Now, cheese, I'm just gonna...
What up, Chi Weezy? It's Respect the Cheese. That's my dog.
Yeah, and apparently he's also been keeping tabs on Deshaun. I've been seeing those comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, cheese, you're a real one for doing that.
Yeah, Cheese is cool, man. Cheese is one of the homies, you know, one of the boys. I just wish that I knew Cheese personally, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a cool dude. He's a cool individual. You know, he's been supporting our show for like the longest time.
Yeah, he's been through all the crazy eras.
Yeah.
Yep. The thing about it though is I feel like there was tons of times when, you know, me and Ray both decided that we were going to finally give up. But then there was always something that brought us to be like, nah, we can't let them win. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been tons of times when me and Ray was just like, I can't take this drama crap no more. I want to just end the show.
Gee, I certainly can say I've heard quite a lot of that back in my first run.
Yeah.
And gee, I wonder who could easily been the one that started that whole spiral. Wouldn't it be me?
But the thing about it is, we're not doing this podcast to point fingers. We're not doing this podcast to think that we're better than everybody. We're doing this podcast to make it known that we have no beef with the following people. Like, I don't care what people say. I ain't got no beef with y'all people. I ain't got no beef with, you know, Carpe Diem. I ain't got no beef with any of those people. I don't. But to sit there and think that, just because Devin decided to try to talk to a person, and then sit there and say that we don't want to be associated with you because of something that happened that was false.
Hint, hint, yes. Gentlemen, hint.
And then you can go sit there and say that as a partnership, we're not going to do a partnership with y'all. Bro,
bye-bye,
I'm
bastards.
sorry to say this. I am sorry to say this. But, dog, I'm humble. I am a nice guy. But I have to say it. We could buy your company and sell it back to you if we wanted to. Sit down. Because your lane behind show is not what you think it is. You see, NPW put out more views than you.
Bottom line.
And the thing about it is, we know who our true friends are, bro. We know who our true friends are. We know who's really riding for us.
Mm-hmm.
A certain impact is riding for us, homie. You see what I'm saying? So, y'all can sit there and say that, oh, we actually saw y'all truly as friends or whatever, but then y'all turned on them. No, we never turned on nobody. It's just that we got wiser and wised up. Because we know who's truly real and who's truly fake. Okay?
And that's the you basically were saying that Jacob and me definitely was not one of those such instances.
Now, then I'm gonna get to the whole Jacob and all that stuff. I'm gonna get to that stuff real quick, and that's right here. You see, now I will tell my side of the whole story about y'all two, because I'm tired of this, and I got to. So,
even though me and him did reconcile, and if he's watching this, good for him.
I came to you, Nick. That day, now did I? I came to you the day that the stuff happened. Didn't I?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the wounds were fresh, and we both were in the wrong, and I basically can say that, as of recently, I was man enough to finally admit it.
And didn't I tell you? I said, bro, you were making a big mistake by giving up your best friend of so many years just because one person did not like that person.
Well, there was a lot that basically happened before that, but me and Jacob reconciled. We both did some things, and at the end of the day, He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm with you guys. He's off trying to start up MEW. And I'm just leaving it at that.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get at is the fact that I've been called a manipulator. So I'm trying to show you that the person who you calling a manipulator had your best interest, had the thing to try to freaking get y'all to repair y'all friendship tons of times. There's been tons of times when Devin Kilowa tried to get y'all back on the same side. You see, people were calling me untrustworthy and all this other jabroni bullcrap just because I was trying to get y'all to reconcile. Now I'm speaking my mind, and now I'm saying whatever I want to say. Because for the longest time, I've been trying to get Nick and Jacob back to being friends because truly, y'all need each other as friends. I don't give a dang what y'all say. Y'all want to sit there and say that y'all don't care for each other. Y'all don't need each other. Yes, you do. Y'all love each other as friends. Y'all do. It's like freaking Ray is my freaking brother. He is your freaking brother. Y'all two are the best of friends. You can say you don't need him. You can say you don't love him. You do. He's your brother. Just like he's my brother.
Just like
we cool.
Well, you certainly weren't saying that in the same way behind closed doors.
Yes, I was. I've been saying it the whole entire time. You can ask Ray.
He has been saying
Really?
Yes, he has.
Yeah. Yes.
You saying that I was in love with that dude?
That was just me joking. That was me joking with you because you know I joke on people all the time. So that whole y'all two are lovebirds thing was just me joking on y'all. But other than that, truly, I feel like y'all were the best of friends, and y'all should have stayed friends. The person who freaking caused that caused y'all to freaking break up. That's why I keep on sitting there saying that, hey, the monster that you said, the person was at that time before y'all reconciled was a monster of your creation. Y'all literally Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Literally. But the thing about it is that the truth is that friends fight.
That is true.
Brothers fight. But they also come back together.
That is true.
Dude, there's been times when me and Ray had been at odds with each other. There was a time that he got mad at me because of something stupid as theme music, because literally he wanted to use songs that were non-copyrighted and he was trying to find himself a theme song. And I was like, just use the theme song that I sent you, the metal theme song. He said, it doesn't fit my character. I said, dog, you just being too picky. And he was all like, oh, you just don't get it. You're freaking stupid. He called me stupid, and he knows I don't like people calling me stupid. But I can forgive him for that. Because if you truly are close friends, you can forgive dang near anything. That's why when people be sitting there saying that I will never forgive this person, I will never forgive this person, then you're not truly friends. Because a true friend could do multiple things. And if you truly are that close, you can forgive everything. Now, I just want to say, with that being said, Jacob, if you ever do end up watching, I'm your friend. I don't care that if you don't want to be my friend. I'm your friend. Never stopped being your friend, still is your friend.
Yeah.
And everybody else out there who thinks
I'm just going to throw my hat into the ring here and basically say, look, man, I had Mark get in touch with Twitch and get me and you to both reconcile. I got no beef with you. All that I ask is that the
Right.
stuff that I had Mark say to Twitch, you take it in stride and be better. I got no issue with you from this moment forward. I will not bash your name anymore from this moment forward. You have my fucking word, Jacob.
Now, I also want to say this. It's going to get a little personal. Just because I was told that a certain somebody's mom was the one who started calling me a manipulator. Because they said a certain somebody told them that I was a manipulator. I have never, ever manipulated anybody. I'm a genuine, like I keep saying, I'm a genuine, nice guy. But when you keep on messing with that nice guy starts being too nice.
Yeah.
I've been patient with your son tons of times. And there was tons of times when you said that I was right with the suspension of your son when it came to the show. So for you to go from there to start bashing my name and sitting there saying that I am a manipulator, that's where I draw the line. Because I have done nothing to manipulate nobody. And one of the persons that y'all said that I manipulated was Ray. So Ray, have I ever manipulated you, brother?
No, you haven't.
Exactly.
You never manipulated me either, Devin.
Another thing. If y'all didn't know, your boy is black. Your boy's black. So, with that being said, if my best friend here, Ray, said the hard R word, which I know he did not say, he didn't say it, and I believe him. We talk almost every single day. And the thing about it is, he said nigga, which one, I gave him the right to say that word. So guess what? He can say nigga. Nigga. Okay, so now y'all know that I could care less about people saying nigga. It's the hard R is what I have a problem with. You said a hard R, then I'm sorry, but we coming for your neck. So, now that y'all know that, because I'm here to let y'all know the drama that y'all niggas be having with people saying a word nigga, especially if you lived in the ghetto. I don't give a damn what nationality you are. Mexican, Puerto Rican, Caucasian, whatever. You can say it. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that irritates me about this woke generation these days. Oh,
Tell me about it.
You can't say the word nigga. You can't say the word nigga. Oh my God, he said nigga again. Nigga. It's just a word. It is just a word. Nigga.
If we're going to talk
you-
about wokeness, let's talk about that new Snow White movie.
Oh man, nobody wants to talk about that crap show.
Neither do I.
Now,
We're all handle
I
that
just want to let everybody know that we're here to just be here for call. Back to the whole call thing, 'cause that's why we started this
Yep.
thing. I know I kind of went on a whole tangent, but the thing about it is we're here for call.
Yes.
So I'm here
Exactly.
to publicly say to anybody out there, if y'all want to come to a place where y'all can showcase your calls without any judgment, drama, or any of that bullshit, y'all can come to our show, because frankly, this is the place where the big boys, the real people, go. Is here, NJTV. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm gonna pass the mic over to my homeboy Ray. So, Ray, what you got to say?
Let's see here. Basically, I'm trying my best to make this a better place. I'm trying to basically make this a new world instead of trying to make Claw better again.
All right, Donald Trump.
And
I'm kidding.
no, I'm not going to talk about him. No.
Right? With all due respect, I don't think we need DNA roasting us about that.
No. But I'm just trying to make Claw like it used to be. I'm trying to basically like when I was in.
Yeah. You know what you saying? So what you saying?
I'm trying to make Claw like it used to from 2010.
Yeah, back when it wasn't a fucking social media
Yeah.
infested toxic mess.
Something basically like it used to be, and
back before it was all about cliques and in politics and
like instead of all the bicker backer and all the bullshit.
Yeah. You know, I had a show that was gonna be on YouTube way back in the day called DVW. Now I'm going to put y'all up on game. So DVW came out around the same time of a show that is, you know, basically I will have to say this show is what got us into creating DVW. And that show is FAM. And I'm talking about old school FAM, not that freaking roach infested crap that we got now. I'm sorry, but I had to say it. The stuff we got now is a joke. I'm sorry. But back then, it was great. It was the best that it's ever been back then. Back when BH was in there, back when, you know, E was there, back when everybody else was there, back when the freaking real OGs was there. That was when the show was great. And that's when DVW came together. We were going to do DVW.
Right.
So we had everything all recorded and everything. But one of our members... And it wasn't me. Mr. Stone. I'm going to use your code name, not your real name, but Mr. Stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was you. You never wanted to put the videos together. We had sent them to you to put them all together, to put them on YouTube, but then you had little things where you freaking showed them over each other's houses and crap. Yeah, that irritated the crap out of me because I wanted the shows on YouTube. We could have freaking daggone been something, bro. We could have been something, but you chose to be like, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna. So then that made us look lame. Then, fast forward a few years, Devin Kilowa meets Ray.
Yep.
So then I meet Ray, and we're still doing DVW by this time, but the thing about it is, I add Ray to DVW's developmental brand. Even though I said he deserved to be on the main roster already, y'all were like, no, we should start him on the developmental. So he goes to developmental, beats everybody, wins the developmental title. So then I'm like, all right, let's put out a vote. Should he go to the main roster? Everybody said yes, except for you. So then after that, he goes to the main roster. And the reason why you have so much problem with this dude was because of what happened right here.
Yeah.
So, I was the longest reigning champion in DVW. So then, you were close to breaking my record. You had a match against Ray. Ray beat you to stop you from beating my record.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the reason why Ray beat you for the record in the first place. You were the one who called out Ray in the first place.
Right.
So you wanted to against Ray. So that was on you. You pulled a freaking AJ and Paige moment, and you lost. So after you lost, you wrote that as you don't like Ray for some odd reason. Why don't you? Because he beat you? Because you find yourself intimidated? And then it got even more worse. When Ray joined a certain faction called Ashes to Ashes, a Shadow X-Ray,
Yep.
you didn't like it. You didn't like it because, one, he replaced you because Mr. Stone was let go. Because Mr. Stone said that he had to retire. Yeah, you retired to make another lane behind attempt at trying to be FAM. So then when you had your show, I saw that you only put out one episode. Most of your characters had no face scans, so they looked basic as heck. So
That's
then
right.
after that, you had only one episode. That's it. While I went on to be on MPW and a whole bunch of other shows that I've been on, where my name started getting out there. People started seeing me as a top star. And then I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm bringing back DVW. You messaged me sitting there saying, oh, you're bringing back DVW? All right, I'm on board. And I'm like, all right, but you know the guy Ray who beat you, I didn't say it like that. I just said, you know, the guy Ray that, you know, my homie, yeah, he's helping me with it. And then you said, you're no longer allowed to use DVW. I'm no longer allowed to use the show that I created in the first place, is what you're trying to tell me.
Which is borderline stupid.
Bullcrap. So I brought that sucker back.
Yep.
But then, what's crazy is after that, you tried to sit there and tell me, okay, you can keep it, but you have to have me become the world champion so I can rectify my loss against Ray. So basically, you wanted me to job out Ray to you.
What the fuck kind of entitlement shit is that?
But the thing about it is, it would never happen because guess what? Who was DVW champion when we did DVW, Ray?
The DVW World Champion, that was you.
Exactly, because I knew if I was to give it to Ray, you would complain. And I knew that I dang sure wasn't going to give it to you, Mr. Stone. So, that is why I chose to just keep it on myself. Which people still kept complaining because they're like, oh, you're an owner. Why do you deserve the championship?
Don't crash the river, fuckers.
I want to bring that up. To bring that up, I want to talk about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So originally when I first came to the MPW, right? Came into MPW as just a superstar. Had no power, wasn't an owner, just a guy with a dream to be a top star and to eventually win a world championship. Because in DVW, I held titles, but it was always transitional because all these other niggas had a problem with me being a top star. So, that's why this happened. So, in here, I am grinding my butt off. I win the X Division title, which is the title that has an option C. If you don't know what an option C is, let me tell you. Option C means that I can cash in just like Money in the Bank.
That
Now,
is true.
For the longest time, I had niggas sitting there doubting me, hating me, sitting there saying that, oh, I would never amount to nothing, I would never be nothing, sitting there saying that, you were nothing because you lost to Colin Klein, which is a top star of JTV, I might add. So yeah, I lost to Colin Klein, but guess what? Our match that we had, it was talked about for the longest time. So that proves that the person that you said that does not have anything showed you wrong. You see, I've been telling people that do not pass me the mic. And this is the reason why, because now I'm here to speak my facts, my truth. Another thing I gotta say. So after that, your boy was still trying to be the best babyface I could be. But the thing about it is, nobody believed in me, but everybody doubted me. And every time that they doubted me, it pissed me off even more, because it's like, why don't y'all like me? Why don't y'all respect me? Because I'm a nice guy. I'm a humble guy. So then, that's when I made a decision to join a faction that I completely had regretted joining in the first place. And that faction was the Red and Black, if you know what I mean. So I joined the Red and Black, and I was a part of the Red and Black for a while. Until a certain somebody told me that I couldn't cash in because one of the people who was the world champion was a person who was a part of the faction.
Right.
And then the other person that was a champion was their brother that they wanted to face off against. So he said that he was facing off against his brother, and the other guy who was champion, I couldn't cash in on him.
Yeah.
But then he said that he don't know if he wanted to face his brother, because he said that he could face the other champion, which is that was a part of the same faction. So it's okay for you to do those things, but it's not okay for me. Okay, so you can face him, but I can't. Okay. So yeah. So I'm here to let y'all know, your boy grinded his way up to the top. So then when I grinded my way up to the top and finally became the World Heavyweight Champion, and no, I didn't do it by cashing it in. I won it fair and square and freaking on multiple time, what type of matches were they? They were, eliminator style matches. I won my first world title. People were like, oh, great, he's the champion. I've heard this 5 billion times. So then, you know what? I kept on grinding, and then you know what? Then I decided, you know what? Fine. Y'all want me to lose the title? I lost the title. I lost the title to a guy who ended up leaving the company anyway. He left a couple days after winning it. So then what happened? Then we won back the title, because you know why? Because I'm just that good. And then I won it back, and then there was more bladder. So then guess what happens? Later on, I lost the title again. And did y'all appreciate it? No, you didn't. You didn't appreciate the champion that you had. So,
and when I won the title, they basically didn't appreciate it with me, so I basically vacated it, and I didn't really have no run at all. No run with the title.
Yep.
And to all the viewers watching, I know when this happened.
I have to talk about the forced storyline. There's 2 forced storylines, and the first forced storyline was my best friend stabbing me in the back, and this was a forced storyline because guess what? We had plans to do something, and that was to make a faction known to y'all as Deception, which is basically our betrayal. So that was the original plan. But then what happened was we had the freaking match where Ray came out of nowhere, bashed me with a bat, and betrayed me. Then we had that, and then y'all had y'all new champion. But y'all wasn't happy with that either.
Oh. speaking
Y'all
of
weren't
that,
happy with that either.
speaking of that, Devin, may we remind our beloved audience, who was your opponent in that?
Oh, you talking when I fought Shane Valentine, the guy who I beat twice?
Yes. Because
Yes.
I want to make this very important to everyone watching. I was here during, and this was back during my first run with MPW, that this happened. I found out the very next day after that show that Ray vacated the title.
Yep.
I was, and if I remember correctly, we all were pretty mad about it.
Yeah.
But me being the way that I am, and this being to everyone that has either known me before all the shit with a stupid little whiny transgender bitch, if you know, you know, and all the stuff with Jacob, that this certainly got under our skins. And I'm pretty sure I remember Jacob was also pretty irritated, wasn't he?
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And
So then,
I got irritated, but eventually I just was like, okay, well, I guess Ray's gonna have to work back up to it again. And just left it at that. Oh, how wrong I was.
and me, myself, I'm a man that forgives and forgets. But the thing about it is, I forgave all the crap that Jacob did. Brought him back multiple times. I
And
forgave
probably the worst
all the stuff
mistake.
that Nick has done. No, it wasn't a mistake. I forgave all the stuff that Nick's done. Brought him back.
Exactly.
Right.
So for people to sit there and say that I'm toxic, that Ray is toxic, what do you mean, bro? If we truly give people second chances, third chances, fourth chances, how does that make us toxic? To me, that makes us human. That makes us people who believe that people can change, that people can be better.
Yeah. Bree. Bitch.
So, for the people who love us, thank you for loving us. For the people who hate us, thank you for hating us. Because, to be honest, we're going to get ours. We're going to do our thing and we're going to get ours. So, as I say, after every single show, every single podcast, and every single stream, y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get the heck up out of here.